Grace and peace to you, and welcome back to my channel. This is Donald Siami, author of Hidden Mathematical Genius Within Revealed. Today, I want us to look at quadratic functions. So we have the following question. The diagram shows the sketch of the graph of y is equal to minus 4x minus x squared, cutting the x-axis at A and B. Cutting the x-axis at A and B. So if you have points along the x-axis, just know that for you to get x-axis, it means y is equal to 0. So remember that. And if you have a point or points along the y-axis, just know that x is equal to 0. And again, what you should remember is that for every point, there are two coordinates. For every point, there are two positions. That is, position with regards to x-axis or position with regards to y-axis. So for every point, you're supposed to have x-coordinate and y coordinate. Okay, let's find the questions now. Find the coordinates of A. Find the coordinates of A. So here we are told to find the coordinates. It's not specified, just coordinates. So meaning supposed to be both x coordinate and the y coordinate. Okay, and every time when you are writing these coordinates, we start with the x coordinate, then followed by y coordinate. Okay, so A is on the x-axis. So since A is on the x-axis, it means y is equal to 0. So already we know that the y coordinate is 0. Okay, so now this curve has an equation, and the equation is y is equal to minus 4x minus x squared. So for us to find the x-axis, we know that for us to find the value for x, we know that y here is 0. So where there is y on the equation, you just put a 0. Okay, then you solve for x. Okay, so here we are going to have y is 0. So it's 0 is equal to minus 4x minus x squared. We can see that this is just a simple quadratic equation. Okay, since we have two terms this side, we can just factorize the common factor. We divide out the common factor. So we have minus 4x and minus x squared. What is common in these two? Yes, minus x is common. So you divide out minus x. So we have 0 is equal to, so here we divide out minus x. So minus x. So minus 4x divided by minus x. Yes, we get 4. Minus x squared divided by minus x. Minus divided by minus, you get positive. X squared divided by x is x. Now here we have a product. It is a product of minus x and 4 plus x equal to 0. We know that when you are multiplying two numbers and the result is equal to 0, it means one of the two terms or one of the two numbers must be a 0. So now, since here there is a product, it means either minus x is equal to 0 or 4 plus x is equal to what? 0. Okay. Then we are solving for x. Here we have minus x is equal to 0. So for us to remain with x, we need to get rid of the minus. So how do we get rid of the minus there? Yes, you just divide by a minus 1. So you say over minus 1 and this side over minus 1. So minus x divided by minus 1, you get x is equal to 0 divided by minus 1 Yes, it's 0. Any number, 0 divided by any number is 0. So x is equal to 0. Or here we have 4 plus x is equal to 0. So for us to remain with x, it means this 4 here will come this side. Here it is positive, this side it will be negative. So x is equal to minus 4 or negative 4. So these are the two values for x. X is equal to 0 or x is equal to minus 4. That is along the x-axis. And you know that on the x-axis there are 2 points. We have A and B. For B, we can see that the x is 0. So you know that for point B, the x coordinate is 0. Meaning the remaining one, x is equal to minus 4, will be the x coordinate for A. Okay. So the coordinates for A becomes, we have A. So always when you are writing coordinates of the point, you always start with the x coordinate. So we can see that the x coordinate is minus 4. So we are going to have minus 4, comma, the y coordinate. This A is on the x-axis. Y is equal to 0. On the x-axis, y is equal to 0. So the point there is supposed to be negative 4, comma 0. Negative 4, comma 0. So those are the coordinates for the point A. It's negative 4, comma 0. Okay, we go to the next question. The next question, find the coordinates of the turning point of the graph. The turning point of the graph. That is the point where the curve is turning. So this is the curve. It's turning at that point, somewhere there. So we need to find the coordinates for this turning point. So how do you find coordinates of the turning point? Okay, so what we should know is that for turning point, first we need to know the value for x. X value for turning point is given by this formula. X is equal to minus b over 2a. So that's minus b over 2a. Meaning, we go back to our equation and get the values for b and a. And I believe you remember from our quadratic equations that a is the coefficient of x squared and b is the coefficient of x. Okay, so we can see the x squared there. What is the coefficient of x squared? Yes, to the front of this x squared, we have a minus. So the coefficient there is minus 1. So a is equal to minus 1. B is the coefficient of x. What's the coefficient of x there? So the coefficient of x, this here, is minus 4. So b is equal to minus 4. So those are the two values which we are going to use on the formula there. So x is equal to minus, b is minus 4. So we have minus, again minus 4. Then over 2a. A is minus 1. Okay. So this is equal to, here we have minus and minus. Negative multiplied by negative, yes, we get positive. So that is 4. Over 2 multiplied by minus 1, yes, you get minus 2. And what is 4 divided by minus 2? Yes, 4 divided by minus 2 or 4 divided by negative 2, you get negative 2. So the coordinates of the turning point, the x coordinate is minus 2. Now we go to the y coordinate. So for the y coordinate, what you do is, since we already have the value for x, we go back to the equation. And where there is x, we replace with negative 2 or minus 2. So our equation is y is equal to minus 4x minus x squared. So what you do is, where there is x, you just put a minus 2. Okay, so we have y is equal to minus 4. Then where there is x, we have minus 2. Then minus x squared. Where there is x is minus 2 or negative 2. Then squared. Okay, so y is equal to, so here we have minus 4 multiplied by minus 2. Negative 4 multiplied by negative 2. We know that negative multiplied by negative is positive. So 4 multiplied by 2 is 8. So negative 4 multiplied by negative 2, that is 8. Then minus, here we have negative 2. Negative 2 squared, that is negative 2 multiplied by negative 2, you get 4. So that is 8 minus 4. And what is 8 minus 4? Yes, 8 minus 4 is equal to 4. So y is equal to 4. Okay, so the coordinates of the turning points now becomes x is minus 2 and y is 4. So therefore, coordinates of a turning point are negative 2, 4. Negative 2, 4. So if you are told to find the coordinates of the turning point, always remember that the x coordinate is given by the formula negative b over 2a. So what you do is, you go back to the equation and get the values for a and b. A is the coefficient of x squared. B is the coefficient of x. So this is how you perform calculations. Thank you so much for your time.